Hey, Debrena Jackson Gandy here, your love relationships coach, author of The Love Lies. And today's topic is about being in your girl versus being in your woman, part one. Now, I know that's kind of a strange way to use what is normally nouns, girl and woman, but what I have found is that as women, we start having a very specific set of false, flawed, faulty delusions, illusions, and inaccuracies about love relationships that I call the female love lies. And they start being installed at a very young age. And what I have found is that they actually park and stall us out at what I call being in your girl versus being in your woman. So let me share a few of the characteristics so that you can start to see which side you tend to fall on. Unfortunately, and this is after leading my Love Academy intensives all over the country and having women do a quick assessment, 93% of adult females are in their girl, in their love relationships space. So, in how you are interacting and relating with men in the romantic love relationships domain and the marriage domain, most of us are in our girl because that's where the female love lies park us and stall us out. So, here are some characteristics because when you are being in your girl, you are operating from an emotionally and spiritually immature and unhealed space. So here's some characteristics. When you are in your girl and you get upset, you give a man the silent treatment. And we know what that means. You shut down, you brood, you sulk. And even if he were to ask you, are you upset? Are you angry? Are you okay? Is anything wrong? We'll say, no, nothing's wrong. And that is a lie. Classic girl behavior. While a woman, when she gets upset, will pause a moment to think about what's the real root of why she's upset. So that if it turns out that she needs to actually communicate something to her man about it, she's able to say it in a way where he gets it and he understands it. Here's another characteristic. When we're in our girl, we react. When you're in your woman, you respond. You stay relaxed. You're thoughtful about your responses. A girl is often triggered. She has hot buttons. She gets set off easily. She's emotionally intensive when she gets upset. While a woman, when you're in your woman, you're able to stay calm, cool, and collected. You're able to think it through and respond, not just be triggered. Here's another characteristic. When you're in your girl, you tend to treat sex as casual. When you're in your woman, you treat sex as sacred. So when you're in your girl, you tend to give men access into your body too quickly, too readily, too easily. You may even use sex as a carrot or try to use it as glue to keep a man. Number 3, here's another characteristic. When you are in your girl, you know how to be a good date, but when you're in your woman, you know how to be a great date. Oh, Debrena, great date. What do you mean? First of all, the litmus test of being a great date is the man you're on the date with. When you're a great date, a man will tell you. And he will want to be in your company again as soon as possible, be in your presence again as soon as possible. So when you're in your girl, he may say, hey, I'll give you a call. When you're in your woman on that date, he's trying to set up another time to connect with you before you all leave each other's presence. When you're in your girl, you tend to speak womanese to a man, which is our native tongue, our native communication pattern as women. When you're in your woman, however, you speak manese to men. I actually give women tutorials on how to speak manese because it's a muscle you have to develop. And when you're in your girl, you hear women make comments like, oh, I had to tell him 1,000 times, or men don't listen. Those are the comments of a female that's in her girl. Because a female that's in her woman knows how to speak manese. He hears and he comprehends what she's saying. She also is able to have what she wants and get what she wants with much more ease because she knows how to say it in manese, which is his native tongue and his native language, and he gets it, he understands, and whatever that desired action is that she would like to see from him is able to happen quickly. No frustration of being fed up like a female in her girl. So that is not an exhaustive list. That's the first few characteristics that I wanted to share with you. And of course, I go into much more detail in my book, The Love Lies. But at least those are a few so you can check yourself to see with those, which side of the line do you tend to fall? Do you tend to be in your girl in your love relationships and marriage spaces? Or do you tend to be in your woman? Until next time, Debrena Jackson Gandy signing off.